Hi everyone, it's Kirsten again with Redfield Crafts. Today is January 4th. It is Monday. So this video is basically going to be about my crafty goals for this year. So my crafty goals for 2021. I made a list of stuff that I definitely want to do this year, or at least attempt to do this year. We'll see. So I have not in the previous years set any crafty goals for myself. I've just gone with the flow, done whatever I wanted to do throughout the year, and I still plan on doing that. Just if I find a project that I really want to do, obviously do it. I'm gonna continue to make hats on my Addy and crochet hats, and let's see what else. Just a bunch of stuff that I have to do. So I have a list right here of like all the things that I want to try and accomplish. So yeah. First thing, as you can see, my craft room is very bare around me, except for over here, right there. Over here I have this little shelf that has some yarn on. Wow, I am so bad. Has yarn on it on all 3 levels, plus my Addy up there. And then over there I have my little rolly cart that has yarn in it as well. But good news for all that, on Wednesday we will be getting our big household shipment from Italy. If you are new to my channel, we just moved to Texas. We came from Italy, so I didn't really have a craft room there. I had more of a craft corner. But now I have this whole room to do what I want in it. So craft-wise, it's gonna be my craft room. So Wednesday we'll be getting all of our stuff, all of our furniture and everything like that. And I will be able to set up my craft room the way that I want, which is so exciting. So one of my goals is to do a craft room tour once I get it all configured, for the most part. So I'm going to attempt to do that this weekend, because hopefully by Saturday or Sunday I will have everything the way that I want. I'll have all of my yarn out and visible. So hopefully next Monday that video will be out for you guys to see. So yeah, that's one thing I want to do. Right now I am currently working on my very first garment. I am crocheting a sweater. I forgot what the pattern was, but it's just a basic raglan sweater from the neck down. I'm using Red Heart and More in the color Bliss for that. It's 100% polyester. It feels exactly and looks exactly like the Feels Like Butter yarn. So that is another goal for this year that I'm setting for myself, is to finish that sweater, because I have already started it, ripped it out, multiple times, and I just want a sweater done. So I want to crochet myself a sweater this year. Next thing is blankets, crocheted blankets. Now if you followed me and you saw my journey last year, you know that I made like 12 twin size blankets last year for all of my nieces and nephews, and one for my son. So after that I was like, I'm done with blankets, I'm not gonna make any more blankets, but I decided to do blankets again this year, but not as Christmas gifts for everyone. One of them is a blanket for my grandmother. Now she is a big Elvis Presley fan, and I found a pattern here, not on YouTube, but on Etsy, for just a simple outline of his head. I will pop a picture in somewhere of what that looks like. I should probably write that down so I don't forget. Elvis blanket picture. So that is one blanket that I want to do this year. Another one is, I found this on Pinterest, but I actually found the patterns for it on Ravelry, or not on on Etsy, not Ravelry. but it is the Gilmore Girls blanket. And again, I will pop a picture in somewhere of what that looks like. GG. I love the show Gilmore Girls. I know not very many people do, but I do. I like it. I enjoy it. So I've had that picture or that blanket in mind to do for the last couple years now, and I think this year might be one of the years that I actually do it, and it'll be for me, not for anyone else. So that's something I want to do. The last blanket, I actually just went to Joann's today. Wow, sorry, right here. Joann's today and got the yarn for this. But since this is our first year in Texas, and I've been dying to do one of these blankets for a couple years now, but I just haven't been motivated to. Now I have to because I got all the yarn, but I want to do a temperature blanket. So, got all the yarn for that today. I will show you guys that in another video. But that is another goal that I'm setting for myself this year, is to do a temperature blanket. Another thing. Oh, I did that. I want to dip my toes into doing Fair Isle crochet. Yeah, is it Fair Isle? Or color work? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I want to do some like color work / Fair Isle designs, patterns, and crochet first, and then if I get ballsy, to attempt to do it in knit. Because I do knit here and there, but not very often, and that's a different story. But I do want to dip my toes in that and see if I can get that to work. Another thing is I want to start doing or trying to do amigurumi. I found a couple really cute stuffies that I want to make for my son. They are Pokemon themed, so you know, Pikachu. There's my cat. Pikachu. I think one of them was Bulbasaur and Squirtle. I don't know. I will put a picture in of what those look like. What those look like too. So you guys can have an idea of what I'm talking about. And my cat is totally in my way. Move, cat. That is because I have my window blinds open in my craft rooms for the light. So yeah, amigurumi. I want to attempt to do some amigurumi. And then throughout the year, whatever hats I make in my Addy or crochet, I want to donate hats again this year. Last year I did do I made a bunch of stuff and I donated them to Rose over at Rose Likes Crochet for her Wishes for Wings charity that she was doing throughout the year. So I may donate to her again. I actually may find some local charities near me to donate to. Just have to wait and see. Another thing, I want to try to dye my own yarn. So, ever since I watched numerous YouTubers here on YouTube dyeing their own yarn this past year, because what else are you gonna do during COVID? I really wanted to. So like, I got inspired from I think Crystal over at Bag O' Day, Gary over at Urban Yarns, and Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches. They all inspired me to try to dye my own yarn, and it's something I had in mind as well for a while, so we'll see if I can do that this year. And the rest of, I have like 3 more things, but they're all Christmas related. So I want to do a couple Christmas decorations, so either a Christmas wreath or a Christmas garland. Try and do something like that, but that just for my craft room or even for my house. But that stuff I'm not too worried about until like September, October time frame to do those. And then I also want to participate in some sort of Christmas yarn advent. I know there's so many out there. I have I haven't decided which one I'm going to go with, but that is something that I would love to do. Either purchase from someone else to do an advent, do an advent swap with someone, or just create my own advent here. We will see. I'll probably do 2 advents. Either a swap or just purchase one from someone, and definitely I'm going to make my own advent for myself. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. And then, at the end of the year, I do want to tally up and see how much yarn I did use during this year. Because with all those blankets, a couple other things that I'm going to be doing, some projects that I've actually already finished, temperature blanket, see how much yarn I have used in total for this year. I don't really do too many other crafts as of right now. That could always change in the future. Right now, obviously, it's just yarn crafts that I'm doing, so crochet, knit. So I want to see how much yarn I can use up this year. Obviously, I'm not putting any kind of yarn ban on myself because I don't have much yarn to begin with. I say that now, but watch when I get my stuff on Wednesday and I go through all my yarn and put it out, I'm going to say it. I have a lot. But I probably don't. Not compared to some. But yeah, that is it. That is all. Those are my crafty goals for 2021. Hopefully I can accomplish at least I could probably accomplish at least 80 to 90% of that. We'll see. But yeah, that is it. That is all that I have to share. That is my crafty goals for this year. What are some of your guys' crafty goals? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are planning to do this year. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think that's all that I have to talk about right now. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody.